Hello, everybody. This is your host, Angie, from Religion to Woohoo. And I wanted to jump on this morning as I am just finishing up my meditation. And I go through phases in my meditation practice where I easily connect with my spirit and with like my spirit guides and stuff, and then I go through times where it's a little more quiet and I'm not able to really connect as easily. And even as I share this, I feel emotional. Like I feel it's almost hard to get the words out because I feel like my body responding to what I experience in my meditations. And my meditations can become really intense and not like, when I say intense, I don't mean like scary or hard or anything like that. It's just like when you completely align your energy and body and spirit with the connection of the truth of who you really are and connected with the divine energy and your spirit guides and God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, it can be overwhelming. It's almost like your spirit is familiar with this, but your body needs to adjust this energy because the body spends a lot of, not a lot, all its time in the lower vibrations here on earth. And, we come to this earth with the desire as spirits to grow and learn what it means to truly love. And I say that because when we really connect back to the divine energy within us, the spirit is made of love. And it's really hard to explain what that exactly means. Like what, we like to compare love to like love between partners, or love towards a child, or love between friends, or I love my animal, or I love this kind of food, or I love, we label so many things as love. And love is not something that is just simply a feeling or emotion or a word. Love is an actual vibration of energy. And most of us at some point in our life, hopefully or likely, have felt genuine compassion and love for something or someone, whether that be an animal or a spouse or, somebody that you work with. Like, it doesn't really need to have a label, but, when you have that genuine compassion and love, especially towards another person, you are able to kind of take a step back out of your ego and see this being as they are, understanding that in the human body, in the experiences that we have on this earth, that inside of that human is a divine spirit and being that has lost its way, basically. What comes to my mind right now is when I very first started going to see my therapist, like one of the first, I think it was like within the third session, I was sharing with her about some of my spiritual experiences, and I was really thankful that I had found her because she understood me more than anybody else. And she shared a book with me, and I don't remember the title of it. I know it's a children's book, and I will have to look that up and maybe share that with you guys sometime. But it talks about spirits being in the heavenly realms, or what, that's the word we label it as, but being in the spirit realm and deciding to come to earth. And one of the spirits talks about how it wanted to experience the feeling or the emotion or, the just the experience of forgiveness. And the spirit knew that in order to feel that, it was going to have something happen to it that caused it to hurt, feel pain, grief, maybe anger, maybe even like hate, something that would cause it to feel these things on earth. And, oh gosh, it makes me emotional to think about it. But this, all the beings around were kind of like encouraging the spirit to not do it. Like, you don't need to, it's not that fun. Like, don't experience that. Like, and this being was like, the spirit was like, I want to do this. And so, but the reality of it is another spirit has to kind of agree to come into that same lifetime and contract with that spirit to cause pain to that other one. And this is, oh my gosh, this is so hard to talk about because, in some aspects, I don't fully believe that trauma and abuse or horrible things should actually happen or do happen because of a reason. Like, I think that, there's a lot of people that have gotten lost in who they truly are, and because of their ego or because of their own trauma or because of their lack of understanding of who, how to love, they cause harm to other humans. And that human that is harmed, of course has to work through that and allow themselves to kind of go through the process of healing if they're able to do that, or if they even understand they need to. And, this is such a hard thing to talk about because, there's a both and kind of aspect. Like, I don't want to justify anybody's behaviors in this at all. But the spirit that was with this other one that wanted to experience forgiveness said, I will go with you, and I will be the one to cause you to need to learn forgiveness. And so they made this contract and came to earth, and this other spirit, actually was like, I'm going to come and I'm going to remind you of who you are, because you're going to forget. You're going to forget as you go through this process. You're going to forget who you are, and somebody's going to need to remind you that you are love and that you are light and you are divine energy. And so these spirits went down to earth together, and, these things started happening in their lives, and they forgot who they were. And one kind of came to the awareness and woke up, which, in this language we have nowadays, we call it a spiritual awakening. And they began to see the beings around them for who they were and extend forgiveness and extend hands of helping to heal, and trying to remind the spirits around them of who they are and that they are divine beings, and to come back into love, and that the whole purpose of living a life as a human on earth is to learn about love, because we're all trying to get to the understanding. Like in the spirit realm, there is no need for any kind of emotions outside of love. And love encompasses all emotions. Like, I really believe that, like, if we were to take every possible emotion that we could ever feel that is like super positive or feeling in our body or whatever, and put it all in one, that wouldn't even compare to the love that is in the spirit realm. And so, I've been able to have some experiences of, this in my meditations. And so I bring all this up because as I was meditating, I was just kind of sensing, it'd been a while since I really heard from my guides or really connected with them. And I'm learning to allow that process to happen, because there's, just like we have breaks in friendships or things that happen on earth. I think that there are times our spirit guides have to step back and allow us to kind of align ourselves and grow. And if they get, they don't force themselves on us. And so in order for us to get to that point, we have to go through this process of pruning and letting go and allowing our ego to kind of, even acknowledge that we have this side of us that is trying to control or manipulate, or, that can hurt other humans. And so they step back to allow us to go through this process of realigning our energy and then coming back into the awareness of who we are with our divine spirit, and everything aligns. And then it's almost like they can come back, and they never leave, but their presence, they make it known again so that it can be aligned, and they can speak to us and like give us words of knowledge or whatever it is. And so, this morning I was just like, yeah, it's been a while since I've kind of like had an experience or heard from my guides. And so I was really just like, I just kind of allowed my ego to calm down and step back and ask, like, if there's something that you would like to share, or if you would like to make your presence known or whatever, just, I would like to, like, I would like that. And it took a little bit for, me to get my ego calmed down to receive. But after I did, like, I still feel the presence around me, and even in this moment. But like, what I kept hearing was, they said to me, like, the humans have this idea that they have to connect with something above them to be connected with the spirit realm. They have to connect with something above them to be connected with the universe or God. And that we always look above. And, when we really think about that, that is a programmed mindset that we have within the hierarchy system, political system, religious system of the earth. There's always somebody to look up to find answers. And what I heard this morning was, you don't have to, like, it's not up. It's around. It's in. It's below. Everything, every particle, every energy, everything around you and within you is this. Just as, like, I bring in the religion aspect again within the Bible, like, Jesus would say, I am that I am. Like, they would ask, like, are you God? And he would just say, I am. He never said, I am God. He just said, I am. And what is crazy is, like, as I move in my spiritual awakening, I understand it now. I understand why he said, I am. It wasn't because he was saying, I am God. He's saying, I am a part of God. I am. And that's who we are too. We are a part of this energy. We are a part of the universe. We are divine beings, full of abundance, full of love, full of positive, energetic energy. And if we could align with that, then all the things that, causes grief and stress and all that all is needed to understand love, but we wouldn't be so caught up on it as we are in our human ego mind, because we would understand it's a temporary thing teaching us how to grow. And that is a beautiful thing. Like, it brings tears to my ears. Maybe my ears are crying, but it brings tears to my eyes to even think about something so divine, like, and that we are connected to it. How beautiful is that? How beautiful. Anyways, I have so much more to say about this, but I just feel like I need to leave it at this for now to allow you to soak that into your spirit, because it is a hard thing to understand, a hard thing to grasp, and we don't always understand how to, like, maneuver through these things. And so being able to digest it is going to be important. And I encourage you, if you do meditate, to kind of just allow yourself to sit back and, releasing the ego. And I say that, and I know that's not something that everybody understands. And so, I do offer sessions. I offer healing sessions. I offer guidance and meditation. I offer, like, all kinds of things. So if you want to kind of learn more about the process, I would be happy to work with you. Right now I'm offering services at a pretty low price, because I've been so focused on my book and I haven't had time to, like, really put myself out there. But just allow yourself to process this and digest it. And don't judge they do not judge what comes up. Just allow it. So I will leave that at this, and I want to encourage you all to have the best day, night, evening, whatever time it is that you listen to this. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are listening, I would love for you to leave a review, share the podcast, kind of get the word spread, because I really want to help people to kind of align with their energy and their love and understand that they are powerful, beautiful beings. So I send you all the love in the universe, and I wish you the best day. Namaste.